Morning guys, welcome back to another episode of Aussie Farming in the Philippines. G'day you bastards! Hello! You went for your bananas, Vanessa, huh? Thought so. Right, what I'm doing, I'm going to put plywood on the side of these stairs. They're going under the stairs for their eggs. However, I noticed the boys yesterday were attacking their eggs. So what I want to do is put a little bit of timber either side so it'll protect them a bit more. Hello gorgeous. Good morning. How's your babies? Babies okay? Babies? Good? Wait, Vanessa's coming. Just wait. Right, let me get into this. Right, there we go. Quite simple, guys. Solves the problem. Right, let's move on. Right, that got it. That gives them a bit of privacy on the sides. These ones are from the... Morning, Vanessa! Morning. These ones are from the boxes that Dave Greenslade sends over. And he uses them for separation in the and on the sides for support, and nothing gets broken, nothing gets damaged. And inside that he'll have plastic containers with stuff inside of it as well. So it's good to recycle all this stuff, I tell you. Thank you, Dave. So there's a bit of privacy for him, and hopefully that will stop the boys from noticing him so much. I'm hoping, and the girls will think it's more of a nest, but we'll see in time. So easy to do when you've got battery operated tools, guys. So easy to do. Battery saw, the battery screw one. It's the multi-head, this one. Alright guys, I'll catch you later. I'm going in for brekkie. Morning girls.
Good morning.
Morning Vanessa.
Good morning.
Honey bun.
Good morning.
Oh, what you making this morning for breakfast?
Prawn omelette.
Prawn omelette.
Yeah.
Lovely. And what's that over there?
Leftover longanisa.
Longanisa, leftover longanisa. Rice, my hot milk for my bones, and chicks for her cold and bones. The girls are on water. Look at that. Lovely, dolls. Prawn omelette. Hey guys, welcome back. We're in the kitchen. Hi. Morning. Right, so we've got some of this ground beef. I'm going to be making Aussie pies. So, this one was 415 peso, weight 1.845. That's all right, isn't it? So all up, that was 765. So that's going to make a lot of meat pies. A lot of meat pies. So it says 80%. Beef ground 80%. Right, so we get it from here, S&R. We get Bob to get it for us. So we give them an order. They go shopping. They come back, give it to us, and we pay them for it. So don't think, no, we get it for free. No, guys, we don't. We pay for it, definitely. And it's lovely because they help us out really well. Right, I'm going to get into this. Cut up some onions first. Get the onions going, and then this will go in the pan as well. I'll be back at you soon, guys. Right, so onions. Nicely done. Now add the meat. Now all the recipes I've seen on the net for all these ones, they're all use half a kilo of meat, and of course this is 1.8. So I'm just going to up the quantity of everything. So all it has is pepper, salt. You've got to add Vegemite. Notice all the latest ones now are adding Vegemite. Adding Vegemite to it, guys. Can you believe that shit? A teaspoon of Vegemite. So I'll have to put a couple of teaspoons of Vegemite in. Always a stock, Worcester sauce, tomato puree or tomato sauce, whichever one you feel happy with. And I mix up, where is it? Put all this shit in here, would you? Chicken. Can't put anything back the right fucking way, can they? Mushroom. Here we go. This is the ones that I use. I'll mix this up with water. I did one where I just added it to it, but it didn't work one time back. So mix it up with the water and make it thin. So I'll throw a couple of those in it today. Might even throw a mushroom one in as well. But meat pies are very easy to make, guys. Very easy. Right, so just added some Worcester sauce. So it's roughly a tablespoon per 500 grams. Okay. And now the new ones are all saying add, the new videos on Aussie meat pies are all saying add Vegemite. So weird, but knowing how much we all love Vegemite, can't be too fucking wrong, can it? So put a blob of Vegemite in, it says. give it a try. Give it a try, she said. Alright. Now find the tomato paste. Now. Right. So some put tomato sauce in, and some use tomato paste. I think tomato paste is a bit more stronger. So all it is you do your onions, do your beef. Okay, add pepper and salt. Nice handful of pepper and salt in there. I got it the American hand salt because they go where the Aussies go beep. So a good deal of pepper and salt. Worcester sauce, a tablespoon per 500 grams. A big blob of tomato puree. Okay, then you can add your beef stock to that as well with a cup of water. But I, of course, like I said, I use that gravy mix. I use that and just let it simmer away so it's beautiful. So that will all go in now. And here it is. Here's one I prepared earlier. Look at this bitch. Right. Right. And this just cooks off. And what I used to do, which you've probably seen me in the last videos, guys, I will put flour in this later on, yeah. What I used to do was I'd make up the pie mix and I'd sit that on the side to cool, and then I'd start making the pies, and I'd put the pies in the oven while I'm making the next lot of pies. But the trouble was, it was so hot in the kitchen, even with the aircon on in the kitchen, it was so hot that it was fucking up the pastry, and the pastry was just going as soft as anything. So I decided now, same as when I make the sausage rolls and all that stuff, and chicken pot pies, make them all first, and then I'll turn on the oven and cook them all down. So there you go, guys. We'll add flour to this later. I just wanted to thicken it up a bit more. Right, we're going to see how Chick's going while that meat's just simmering away. How's it going, baby? So it's Chick's cleaning day in the pool again. She's in charge of the pool, not me. I'm not allowed in there to clean. I'm only allowed in there to relax and take it easy. So what we do is we've just filled the hose up from the earthquake where we lost 3 inches on that. The flopping around, it was incredible. So we just filled that back up again now. I've disconnected the hose, taken off all the ends, because last time I left the ends on, and even though it was flowing, but they filled up and went very, very slow. So she could have the big lumps. So I've taken all the ends off the hoses, and now it's acting as a big vacuum, and she's just sucking everything out. And of course, the higher up we are from the outlet, the faster it will suck. You know what I mean, guys. Right, see you later, baby. I'm back to cooking. Let's go cooking. Right, look at that. Look at that, the rightness. Absolutely gorgeous, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. Aussie meat pies, I tell you, you can't go past them. You can't go past a good Aussie meat pie. Does taste different with the Vegemite in there. That with crispy pastry will go down gorgeous. Bloody hot too. Oh shit, I could have brought that back and double dipped. Bastard! Right guys, so we'll get the pastry ready. Now I brought 3 of these. We were at the hotel with Tony and Ange, and when they flew in from Australia, we went to the big shopping mall next door to it, and walked across there. It's right next door, backing on the fence to each other. And they had the puff pastry. Now normally we've got the ones that are half size. They're 5-inch square in sheets. And I seen this one, so I said, Chick, I'll grab this. This will make nice sausage rolls. Cut them in half, and 2 nice sized sausage rolls, if you know what I mean, roll them up. But when I went to use it the other day, I found out that it was actually, I didn't have my glasses at the time, it was a block, which is what I really wanted. So this is a block which goes pretty large when it's rolled out. But I seen this and I fucking went, I said, Chick, why didn't I have my glasses on to see it was a block? If I had known it was a block, I would have bought every one in the shop. If they had 20, I would have bought 20 of them. Seriously, because you can't get this shit. It's like, and this one here, this is the one from the German deli. This is how I bought this one here to do a test. But it's not cheap though, but it is very, very nice. it is very, very nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make all the bases out of this and the tops out of this one here. So I'll let them defrost. But yep, that's what it's like, guys. And we got that in at Davao. Message Chick on Facebook and she'll tell you where we got it from. And I'll tell her to send you to the other side of town just in case you take them all. Fucking dogs. Bastards. Right, this is how they turned out. Flatten out. Bloody gorgeous, don't they? The other ones I've done as well. I've unrolled that one and just given them a light flour. So now I'll wrap this up in the parchment paper, in the paper, and I'll put it back in the fridge so it can settle for a little bit. They say that you have to roll it out, put it back in the fridge, let it settle, and when you make your pie tins, make it a little bit bigger and put them back into the fridge or freezer as well, so that it just settles everything down and you get a better pie. So if they say that, they're the pros. I'm just the YouTube watcher, so let's see. Right, so let's put those in the fridge. This is for tomorrow night. Since we haven't got any pizza flour, I'm going to do a beautiful roast. So I said to Chick, what do you want? She says she wants a pork roast, bone in. So look at that beautiful rack. Beautiful loin. Absolutely gorgeous. So this will defrost down, and tomorrow night, guess what we're having? Right, so what I've done is I make up a template. So I make a template up and say, right, the pastry's going to go into here. How big does it need to be? So I cut it out. That's the lid size, is there. So I cut this out. Then I find one of my plates that's going to match it. And I look at this and I think, well, that's that down close. It's not funny. And a little bit bigger is betterer. So this is the mould for the pastry to be cut out, which is that. And believe it or not, it's exactly the same for all these as well. They're all the same. This one, and even this one here. Even this one is the same. So I'll keep it the same as that. The lids are just going to be the only thing that's different size, is the lids on these. But it works. It works. Right, so these are firmed up so nicely now. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous, darling. All right, I get these and push down, lift up and push, up and push. Okay, see my thumbs go in, all right, and then them over the top. We want them hanging over so that we can... What is it, big dog? Yummy. Bloody dog. Right, so I've got the lovely... Oh, she's got the lovely hands to do this type of fine work. Absolutely. How did that get up so big? What happened there, right? Oh, fuck if I know. Rightio. So we've got two lids. 1, 2. There's another. Do we get one there? And one more. Right, how's this guy? So these ones are doobied, and I was just putting the finishing touches on. I is my right hand chef, aren't you? My pastry person. Right, there you go. So I won't put the egg wash on this until I'm getting ready for the oven. So done I. Let's put these ones away. And these pies are warmed up. This is our chicken pie. Oh, look at that. Fucking beautiful. Let's put these away. Guys, let's have a quick peeky poo. Oh, yes. Looking good. Bit more, though. Bit more. Yes. William, you're a mate. Well, that certainly works better for me. Making them all up first, throwing them into the fridge to settle, then filling them up full of meat, doing the tops, putting them back in the fridge, and when I'm ready, just come out and do it. Turn on the oven and do it. It certainly was much better, guys. Much better. So I'm very, very pleased. I'm pleased with the way it's worked. So we've got a lot of pies now. Beef pies. We still got some chicken. We had chicken for lunch today. Chicken pies. Bit of a volcano mix here. A bit of volcano here. But overall, they've come out bloody lovely. Look. I love me meat pie, I tell you guys. And I've got a container, probably nearly about this much again, a container that I can use later. And I've got pastry in there from one of my previous ones. Right, well that turned out all right. Just let it cool down now. What's the time? 4:10. Right, that's me finished for the day, guys. I'm going to get relaxed down, finish cleaning everything up in here because we don't have Ai. She has the afternoon off. So I'll catch us all later on. Thanks for watching us today on the Aussie Farm on William's Homestead Kitchen Thursday. Catch you later, guys. Bye-bye.